Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jay. He's Maddie. This is Yankee and the Brit Sports Talk. And today we have a really special guest for you, Dajon Emory from the Green Bay Blizzard. Thank you so much for being on.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you for having me. How you doing today? You doing all right?
I'm doing great.
Man. Good. I mean, who would have thought when we first started it's how we'd start getting professional football players on our show, man? What's going on? What's the world coming to?
That's a good deal, man. That's a good deal.
So
Yeah,
I was just doing a little looking back on your football past, and you coming out of Delaware, but I saw you went to I might don't know if I'll say this right, Lackawanna, JC.
You said it right. Yeah.
So and then you get to Arkansas State. So you kind of took the last chance you kind of approach. Would I say? Yeah. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. You can say that.
That's my favorite Netflix show. Like Last Chance U is my favorite show. And I've always wanted to speak to somebody who's taken that kind of route, because you hear about these guys who just have the fairy tale all the way through, and then they make it to the end, like Trevor Lawrence type of guys, where they've just been good since they were 10 years old, and then that's it.
Right.
That's how they find their way through, and it's going to be amazing to chat to somebody who's had to face some serious struggles to get to their dream.
Yeah, that's a big deal. And the junior college route, as you see on Last Chance U, it's not the best, but hey, man, it helped me build my success. So I won't say I regret it. I'm blessed. I was blessed to be able to take that route for real.
And I'm sure it just makes you a stronger, better character. It just helps you build through that.
And it humbles you in a way, because a lot of people want to go Division I out of high school and things like that, and it kind of makes you build that hunger, because you want to develop those offers and you want to be able to still get there, and it's hope there too.
And then you made it to Arkansas State. How did that feel, getting that offer?
It felt great, because not only did I go D1, I went and played FBS football, so that was a big deal. Yeah, so that was a big deal, but it was also a change coming from Delaware and from Lackawanna being in Pennsylvania, coming all the way to Arkansas. So I was playing 3 hours away from home to 17 hours from home. So that was a big deal. But Arkansas State blessed me with opportunity, and I made out good out there. I played Alabama. Got to play against Alabama. That's a dream come true. Actually sacked Tua Tagovailoa, so that was a good deal too.
No way.
Yeah, so we played against them. I played against Auburn, and I played against Nebraska. So it's just a blessing, man. It's definitely a blessing.
So are you kind of hoping for Tua's mad success then? You're hoping for Tua Tagovailoa to go absolutely off, so then you can tell your kids and then your grandkids, hey, I sacked that guy, just letting you know.
Right. Yeah.
What's it had to be a huge difference from going from a JUCO to a D1 school. Talk a little bit about just going from a JUCO to a D1 and how they run it different and expectations.
Well, it's very different, because we come from a junior college, and my junior college, we had a walk to practice. The practice field had one field goal post. We played on a high school football field. We didn't have our own field. And then when I come to Division I football, they're giving you gear. It's the Fifth Stadium, beautiful. It's beautiful. But one thing is way more strict at the level. You know what I'm saying? Because they're constantly recruiting people. So I would look at it as, if I mess up, they'll find another me tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Opposed to junior college, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same strictness level to that. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big change. That was a big change for sure. And
it's almost like the NFL, where you could get cut if you don't show up in practice.
You can get cut.
It prepares you for the pros. JUCO prepares you or gives you the ammo to get into college, and then college prepares you for again to D1s and stuff like that, and then D1s and stuff prepare you to go pro.
Yeah, you're right. It's helping you building levels.
So, did you have a good high school career? Were you a top level high school?
High school, I was an all-state player. I was blessed with size. I was 6'2", around 240 pounds. And coming from Delaware, there's not too many guys that's just 6'2", 240 pounds. I was one of the bigger kids, and I was pretty good in my junior and senior year, for sure.
Yeah, so how come you ended up taking the JUCO route?
Well, it was my grades at the time. And so I tell kids now, you got to take your grades seriously, because I was thinking I would still go D1. I would still go D1, and it's not. They're not going to accept nothing. They're not trying to hear nothing. So your grades got to be your focal point now in school nowadays if you want to achieve your dreams. So I didn't have a 2.5. You got to have a 2.5 to qualify for Division One. So I went to JUCO, and I actually graduated from there with 3.4 GPA. Yeah, so
So it just kind of proves to people that you can always do it. You just need to like apply yourself, like it's not
Mhm.
like it's some people are just in difficult circumstances and then they just need to apply themselves and they need to have positive role models to then learn how to apply themselves. And it sounds like that's how you're turning yourself into to tell kids that it's important to apply themselves. Like I want to be a teacher. Like next year I'm doing my training for teaching and doing that kind of thing. You just see those kids where it's like all you need to do is apply yourself and you're going to get it great. And just some positive role models like yourself is an amazing way to inspire you to do that kind of thing.
Yeah. And that's the ultimate goal as well, because coming where I come from, um, nobody played FBS football before I did. You know what I'm saying? And that helped me pave a way to let people know it's possible to be able to get to that level. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen a lot of wasted talent, especially where I come from,
Yeah.
and now hopefully, so after me, there'll be a lot more people doing it.
Well, yeah, because now people that grow up playing football behind you, the coach, can be like, look, you can do this. There's people from our area who have made this.
Right.
My one question, though, is now that you're a couple years out of college, what do you think about the NCAA now letting you be paid for name, likeness, all of that other stuff?
I think now it's unfortunate because I'm not in college no more.
Right.
but no, I think that's a good deal, man, because you got to think in college athletes, they're risking their really lives playing football because you can get injuries and anything can really happen. And you go out there playing for free and they're making money off of your name. So you might as well make money off of your name as well. You know what I'm saying?
And I've never been a big fan of the NCAA because you see double standards. You see Des Bryant go out to eat with Dion, lie about it, get suspended a year. You see Johnny Manziel sign footballs for $50,000 and get suspended for a half.
Right.
You know what I mean? It ain't fair, and the NCAA makes it up as they go along. So I think this is a good step into maybe getting rid of the NCAA and getting a better governing body over college sports.
Or reforming the NCAA at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that.
So you went from Arkansas State, playing D end, correct?
Yes, sir.
And so now you're with the Blizzard, who are an IFL team who used to be an AFL2 team, which is a whole different thing if anybody follows the Arena League football. But how different, because that's a completely different sport almost. Like we go to Blizzard games. I've taken my daughter to a lot of Blizzard games. I remember, I think it was 2006, but at 2005, they went to the championship, I believe, and lost. And the players were even letting my daughter see their championship ring and hold it. So it's a real cool atmosphere at the Resch Center, but that's a whole different sport.
Yeah. Yeah. And it took a while getting adjusted to it, you know, coming from a shorter field and not as many people on the field. It took a while. You got to take different rush angles or you got to move different. Like you said, it's very different. I look at an outdoor game, football game on TV. It look like the field so big to me. It's different. It is.
And then they barely run the ball.
You can barely run the ball.
You never see them run.
And it's designed for offenses to score. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So we take pride in our defense, Arkansas State. I mean, not Arkansas State, here at the Blizzard, on getting stops. So we have a pretty good defense this year. So and we also have a big game coming up this weekend. The winner go to the playoffs, so hopefully we win that one. But yeah, I was blessed to come here and play with a defense like we got too, with a bunch of dogs for real. So that was good too.
So you guys did not play last year at all because of COVID. Do I have that correct?
Right, didn't play at all.
So that had to be rough, being that tell me if I'm wrong on any of this, but you get out of Arkansas State, you go to the Blizzard, you play 1 year, and then all of a sudden, no football?
Well, I got out of Arkansas State, and I had my pro day and everything, and nothing happened. So I was still training. And then I got a call from the Blizzard. I was going to come in 2020, but I got a CFL trial offer. So I was going to try out for the Ottawa Red Blacks. And but COVID hit, so I couldn't. There was no more, and I didn't have an offer on the table no more. So coming into this next season, I was blessed enough to be able to still sign with the Blizzard. Coach Roberson took me in, and now here I am now.
And then now, I don't know how it works, but my guess is you're working towards, if they bring back, I see that The Rock and the CFL are working together to try to re-jump that. So my guess is the next goal is step up to one of those or try out for the NFL, something like that.
Sir. Yes, sir. That's the goal. That's why we're all still playing. And I think we all have the ability to do it. We just got to be blessed with opportunity. And I think that's where we are now, because IFL guys get picked up all the time. So hopefully it happens.
And
just
then
run into the right guy at the pub. Just run into the right guy at the pub in Green Bay, and then you might be playing for the Packers next season, you know, or the season after.
Yep,
they might need some help on defense soon. Like they're in cap hell, so that would be a great way to go.
Yeah, that would be a great way to go. Right place, right time. Yes, sir.
Do you guys practice at the Resch Center?
Yeah, we did practice. Yes, we practiced and we play there. Well, now we practice at the Sports Emporium.
Okay.
We practice at the Sports Emporium now.
Yeah, that whole area over there gets just complete insanity because I live very close. And even for Blizzard games or Gamblers games, which is our hockey team, if nobody knows what I'm talking about. But the Packer games, what is that military or that service drive or whatever there between the Resch Center and the Don Hudson Center? That place is just complete insanity when you guys play.
Well, you said it is when we play?
Yeah.
That's and I never been here for a Packers game, so I bet that get pretty crazy too. And we had a couple games where we had a pretty good fan base too, so I imagine that can get a little hectic out there for our games as well.
Yeah, and I haven't been there since COVID hit, but I know my daughter and I would go check out Blizzard's games, and the atmosphere is electric. The people are having a great time, and I love how the players have no problem interacting with the fans.
Yeah. Because the fans make it for you, so why not interact with the fans? You know what I'm saying? Without the fans, it's not the same energy. It's not the same excitement. And they come to watch you. And they love you. It's like the kids here. To them, you are the Packers. You know what I'm saying? To the kids because you might have kids that can't afford to go to an NFL game, and our game is family convenient. You know what I'm saying? It's very convenient, and you never know. But they look up to us like we are the Packers, and that's a great feeling too. Seeing them kids smile is a great feeling too.
Yeah, so obviously being from the UK, and this is more of a question directed to both of you, to be perfectly honest. We don't really, I'm really into American football, so I kind of know about arena football, mainly from, Johnny Manziel's playing it last year or this year or something.
Different league, but yeah.
Different league, but same kind of game. So we don't know, literally we get the NFL and then some college games every now and again. But how many different kind of tiers are there? What kind of, can somebody just explain arena football to the British people listening?
Well, you have you got it. You can do it. You want me to do it?
No, I was just going to ask you if I'm correct, the IFL is the old AFL, correct?
Yep, we're the highest arena league.
Yeah.
And then there's leagues under us like the CIF, the NAL, the AAL, leagues like that.
And then the one Johnny Manziel played in was kind of a bunch of guys at
the FCF, so a bunch of celebrities that had teams and stuff like that. Yeah, it was called.
That looks like the craziest shit. Wherever Johnny Manziel is in, that looks insane. That looks absolute madness. And is most people's goal who are playing now, is it to move up? So then the next step up is the Canadian Football League or XFL, and then the NFL hopefully is the end goal.
That's exactly right.
And is it a way that a lot of people get into the NFL, or is it kind of less?
Well, people can get in the NFL. They take people from the CFL and from the XFL, and they have a thing called the Spring League that's out now. A lot of people get picked up from that league too. So it's really great that there's more avenues instead of just being straight to NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It gives you more opportunity to play professional football and be able to get those looks to achieve your dreams. So that's a great part about football today.
Well, I know you would go to any one of the 32 teams, but who'd you grow up cheering for?
I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, baby.
Yeah,
You and
man.
the Brit.
How about them
Oh.
Cowboys?
All day long. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, baby.
I'm a Vikings fan who lives next to Lambeau
That's
Field.
right.
But geez,
Oh, you backwards, man. You can't do them like that.
Yeah, I only moved here because my wife got a job, but it is an amazing city.
Yeah. Okay.
How are the Cowboys going to do this year?
I think we're Super Bowl champs, baby.
Oh,
We on
you ain't gonna get past us.
Dak Prescott looked good. Ezekiel Elliott we look good this year. We built our defense. I like the Dallas Cowboys.
As
I
long
heard
as Dak
somebody call
Prescott can
him-
lift his arm above his head, then we might be in
Well,
with a chance. But
Maddie-
apart from that, we could be fucked.
I heard somebody call him Dak Setback the other day.
It's
Yeah,
not a
a little
setback.
strange.
It's not a setback.
You been watching the Hard Knocks that they
Yeah.
been playing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got a little strain, but he gonna be okay.
Hey, Zeke's a baller. Zeke came out looking like in shape. He is going to be back to Big Ten Zeke.
Yeah,
And
man.
I'm not a Cowboys fan, but people better watch out because Zeke Elliott's
Watch,
back.
and he's hungry. If he feels good, he looks good. He's gonna be good.
I love the D.
He's-
I actually love what the D might do this season, like in a really strange way. Like we were the worst D in the NFL, but like Micah Parsons looks like a great. Like our linebacker call could be the best in the NFL by the end of the season. And
I
then
like
if those,
a lot of size and athleticism at our linebacker coach. You right?
yeah, of course. And if D Law doesn't play well this season, I mean, you should give Jerry Jones a call and just put your name into the hat, man. Just throw your name in, see what happens.
Just throw it out there. Hopefully, I get a chance. Man.
just drop Jerry Jones a text.
See how you
Can't we
are?
just do that?
I was going to try to put him in purple, Maddie. Right away, you're trying to put a star on his helmet.
Hey, I'll go either one. It don't matter to me. I just
Anyway,
Hey, my man, you want to line up across or on the other side from Daniil Hunter? Come on, man. Everybody does.
That'd be a killer combo. You're right. That do sound good.
As long as it's not the Eagles, then he doesn't care.
Longer. I'm playing.
He'll take the Eagles or the Giants, too. Sorry to break it to you, Maddie. The football team, and he will be happy to do it.
I'll be happy to do it, no matter who.
I'd be happy to go to the football team myself.
Yeah, they're looking good this year, though, man. I think they have a better team than people think. But so when you guys got a chance for the playoffs now, and you got the next game coming up, who you guys got to play in this next coming up game?
We play Sioux Falls this week, and both teams are playing on going to the playoffs. So whoever loses is done, and whoever wins is in. So
this is a playoff game.
Winning in.
Yep, we're the IFL game of the week, so it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty much a playoff game right then and there. Your playoff season starting.
You're right, pretty much a playoff game.
Where can you watch these games? Where do you guys watch one?
You can download the Stadium app. There's a national televised company called the Stadium, or you can get on YouTube and type in Green Bay Blizzard. You can watch the live YouTube feed of our game as well.
All right.
And Stadium, Maddie, is where AJ Hawk used to call games before he got on the Pat McAfee show. So just so you know what Stadium is, because if you ain't from the U.S., you ain't going to have a clue. But, if you put an antenna on your TV, you can get Stadium TV for free here.
Right, okay. Got you. I might watch it. What time is
it?
You
know me. I watch high school football, indoor football. If there's a football involved, I watch Friday Night Tykes. It don't matter.
Right. And it'll be Saturday at 7:00 Central Time.
All right. And so once we make the playoffs, then when's that start?
We got going. That'll be the following week, first round.
Okay, I didn't know if they do a bye week in between or anything like that. And
it'll be the following week, so we're just getting right back into it.
So is practice real intense this week then?
The guys, we just look more focused and more sharp this week because we know it's do or die now. So we've been practicing real crispy and real sharp, and we're just coming and trying to execute and win this ball game Saturday.
Now, have you played them yet this year, or will this be the first time you played them this year?
We played them earlier in the season, and we lost 31-21. It was a good game up until the end. But, so coming in this one, it should be a good one. I like us to come on top, though. Come out on top for sure.
Is that home or away?
It's an away game. It's down in Sioux Falls.
Damn, I would have definitely went online and got tickets for that game if it was here in Green Bay and had to come down and watch.
Yes, sir.
And I hope you ain't there next year, but if you are, I'll come watch. I hope you're somewhere where you're getting your goal. You know what I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
after this season. But with COVID, man, everything's been crazy though. But are they allowing with this year? Did they allow the rest center to have fans? Did it get filled, or how'd that work?
At first they were having fans sitting in pods, and then they opened it up to full capacity. So now it's up to full capacity now, so everything's good.
And nobody who's been in the rest center could understand how that little stadium can get rocking, and Green Bay fans
It
are
can get
insane.
loud. It can get loud in there. It can definitely get loud.
Yeah. So what kind of difference do sports fans like make to an athlete? So a lot of people are saying like, oh, do the sports fans really make that much of a difference? And I think COVID's really showing how much of a difference they do. Like, what do they do for you personally?
A huge difference. The fan is that extra boost you need. You know what I'm saying? They give you motivation to keep going. If you're dead tired and if the crowd's just rocking and getting you pumped up, it helps you hit that extra gear, man. It's crazy when the fan give you that extra gear you need for you to really go. They're very important in sports, in all sports. The crowd is important.
Yeah, and the fact that as somebody who like, I only played high school sports, but even in hockey and football, man, like if something happens and you're at home and the crowd bad happens, that energy of that crowd, if they don't lose it, can bring your team right back out of whatever just went wrong.
It's the momentum. It's big. The momentum is real big. And the good thing about the IFL, we can interact with the fans. They're right here, right close to us, like a basketball game. You can shake fans' hands after a play and things like that. They get to keep
Well,
footballs flying to the stands. Everything is good.
yeah, Maddie, there's signs in the arena that say you can keep the ball, but you have to throw the player back because they can literally land in your lap.
They can land
The
in your
boards
lap.
are almost like hockey boards, and they come over into your lap in spots if there's a good hit. And it's crazy because there's literally this much room between the sideline and the wall.
Yeah, that happens in like all British stadiums are like built to like kind of be like that. So you get like your fans like right on top of you. So like so like watching at Wembley, like when the NFL's at like Wembley and stuff, like then the football games after, because it's so narrow, the football games after, you don't realize like how far away from the fans the NFL teams are until you go to a game, being so used to being like on top of the fans the whole time. Like there's this story of this so this Sunderland player, we were in a playoff game like against Portsmouth 2 or 3 years ago, and he fell into the Portsmouth fans and got the shit kicked out of him like on the floor. Like when he like fell into the fans.
That's crazy.
So yeah, but like in an arena, like it's even closer and like even tighter, right?
Well, Dajon, I'm not exaggerating when I say there's maybe an inch or 3 between the out of bound lines and the wall. Am I?
Well, the out of bound line is the wall. So
yeah, because you see that strip, and then all of a sudden it's like they kind of toe tap just so they don't get hit over the boards at times or whatever.
Yeah, we don't have the out of bounds is the wall. We don't have an out of bounds line.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like it's. I just remember the first time ever going to an Arena League game with my dad back in the day and seeing those huge signs like you can keep the ball, but you have to throw the player back.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's good, man. It's good.
And then have you ever tackled anybody over the wall? Have you ever tackled anybody over the wall?
A couple times, yeah, for sure.
Man, that must feel so good.
It does. And the crowd's reaction is
I would absolutely love that.
A match.
Is it a lot different in Arena League when you need a field goal and those field goals are so skinny? Is it like more nerve-wracking than when you were playing like, say, high school or college?
It really is. And you'd think it wouldn't because the field is shorter. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only a 50-yard field, but you think it's not that long of a field goal, but it does make a huge difference.
Yeah, because those are some small, like, field goal posts. I almost feel like guys who are trying to make the NFL should go practice on those things.
They could make their accuracy a little better. They could definitely do that.
Well, you got anything else for him, Maddie, before we take up his whole day?
That's everything from me, pal.
Well, thank you so much for giving us your time. We are really excited that you came on. I'm going to be cheering for you guys on Saturday and hopefully see you in the playoffs, and maybe you'll come back on and join us again sometime.
Yes, sir. I'll do it whenever I enjoy myself. Thank you guys for having me, big dog.
Well, Thank you, everybody, for watching. He told you where to go check out the game or the Blizzard game, so make sure you go and check out Dajon Emory play and help bring our Green Bay Blizzard to the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, guys. One world, one love. Deuces.
Cheerio.